100 billion neurons fire in your brain every second, a staggering number that's hard to wrap your head around. You're a quantum machine, with processes happening at incredible speeds. Think about it, your brain is a complex network, like a quantum computer, processing information in parallel, making decisions, and controlling your body. You're in charge, or so it seems. But quantum mechanics is at play, influencing your thoughts and shaping your perceptions. For instance, research on the human brain's neural connections has shown that a single neuron can have up to 7,000 synapses, as seen in the work of neuroscientist V.S. Ramachandran. That's a lot of data being processed. Surprisingly, did you know that the human brain uses about 20% of the body's energy expenditure, despite accounting for only about 2% of its mass? It's a remarkable feat. As you go about your day, your brain is constantly working, even when you're not aware of it. You're making decisions, reacting to stimuli, and adapting to new situations, all thanks to the intricate dance of neurons and quantum mechanics happening inside your head. It's a truly mind-boggling process, and one that continues to fascinate scientists and philosophers alike. Meet entanglement, a quantum phenomenon that's about to blow your mind. Connecting particles across space, instantly, it's like two dancers moving in perfect sync. You can see this in action with photons, like those emitted by the sun. For instance, in 1997, scientists successfully entangled two photons, separating them by over 11 kilometers, and still, they remained connected. This phenomenon is key to understanding quantum cognition, a secret language between particles and your brain. It's a complex process, but essentially, when two particles are entangled, what happens to one particle instantly affects the other, regardless of distance. Surprisingly, research has shown that entanglement can even occur between particles that have never interacted before, a concept known as quantum non-locality. As you delve deeper into this fascinating world, you'll discover that entanglement is not just a curious phenomenon, but a fundamental aspect of reality. It challenges our classical understanding of space and time, and has far-reaching implications for fields like quantum computing and cryptography. The more you learn about entanglement, the more you'll realize just how mysterious and intriguing the quantum world is, and how it can change the way you think about the universe and your place in it. You might be surprised to learn that microtubules, those tiny tubes inside your neurons, play a crucial role in quantum cognition. They're involved in processing information, using quantum mechanics to do so. Like a tiny quantum computer, microtubules are the key to understanding quantum thinking. For instance, research on microtubules has shown that they can exist in a state of quantum coherence for up to 10 milliseconds, which is remarkably long compared to other quantum systems. Take the example of Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff's orchestrated objective reduction theory, which suggests that microtubules are responsible for the collapse of the quantum wave function in the brain, with some estimates suggesting that a single microtubule can process information at a rate of 10 to the power of 18 operations per second. That's incredibly fast. But here's a surprising fact: did you know that microtubules are also found in plant cells, and research has shown that they play a role in plant cognition, allowing plants to respond to their environment in a surprisingly intelligent way? You can see how this challenges our traditional view of intelligence. Microtubules are indeed tiny, but their impact on our understanding of quantum cognition is huge. You're sitting there, thinking you're just a regular person, but 1 in 10,000 particles in your brain can be entangled. That's a lot of quantum activity. It's like a quantum storm inside your head. You're a quantum system, and it's influencing your thoughts. For instance, research on the human brain's microtubules, conducted by Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff, suggests that these tiny structures can process quantum information, with some estimates indicating that up to 10 to the power of 16 quantum coherence events occur per second. That's a staggering number. You might be wondering what this means for your daily life. Well, it's surprising to note that this quantum activity can even affect your sense of consciousness. Some scientists believe that quantum entanglement plays a role in the binding problem, which is the question of how different parts of the brain integrate information to create a unified conscious experience. It's a complex topic, but essentially, it means that the quantum world is not just something that exists outside of you, but it's also an integral part of your own biology. You're not just a thinking being, you're a quantum being. You're making decisions. Right now. Based on quantum mechanics. It's true. Your brain is using quantum probability to weigh options and make choices. You're a quantum decision maker. This might sound like science fiction, but it's backed by real research. For example, a study on decision-making by neuroscientist Dr. Chris Summerfield found that the human brain uses a process called quantum superposition to consider multiple options at once. In one experiment, participants were given a choice between two lotteries, one with a 50% chance of winning $100 and another with a 25% chance of winning $200. The results showed that the brain uses quantum probability to calculate the odds, with 75% of participants choosing the second lottery. Surprisingly, this quantum process is also linked to the concept of free will, with some researchers suggesting that our brains are making decisions before we're even consciously aware of them. You might be wondering how this works, but essentially, your brain is like a quantum computer, processing vast amounts of information in parallel. This means you can process multiple scenarios and outcomes simultaneously, making you a highly efficient decision maker. You might be surprised to learn that quantum mechanics is all around us, influencing our daily lives in ways you never thought possible. It's a precise science with predictable outcomes, not some magical force that's beyond our understanding. Take, for example, the MRI machines used in hospitals. They rely on quantum mechanics to create detailed images of our bodies. In fact, a study by the National Institutes of Health found that over 100,000 MRI scans are performed every day in the US alone, with each scan relying on the principles of quantum mechanics to produce accurate results. But what's really fascinating is that quantum mechanics is also at work in your brain, shaping your thoughts and perceptions. It's what allows you to process information and make decisions quickly. And here's a surprising fact: did you know that the human brain contains over 70 billion neurons, each one communicating with others through complex quantum-like processes? It's mind-boggling to think about. You see, quantum mechanics is not just some abstract concept, it's a real force that's driving innovation and discovery in fields from medicine to technology. It's time to rethink what you thought you knew about quantum mechanics. Your consciousness is not just in your brain, it's everywhere, like a quantum field that connects all particles and influences your thoughts. You're part of a larger quantum system, intertwined with everything around you. For instance, consider the famous double-slit experiment, where particles like electrons pass through two slits, creating an interference pattern on a screen, similar to water waves. But here's the surprising part: when observed, these particles changed their behavior, as if they knew they were being watched. You're connected to this quantum world, and research suggests that even your thoughts can impact the physical reality, like the Global Consciousness Project led by Roger Nelson, which found that global events like the funeral of Princess Diana in 1997 could affect random number generators, with over 200 generators showing a significant deviation from chance. This phenomenon is still not fully understood, but it's a glimpse into the mysterious relationship between your consciousness and the world. You're not just a passive observer, you're an active participant in this grand quantum dance, and the more you learn about it, the more you'll realize how intricate and fascinating this connection is. You're a quantum thinker, capable of processing vast amounts of information and making connections that others might miss. And that's a powerful thing. But can you harness its power? That's the question. What will you do with your quantum mind? Consider the example of Elon Musk, who has leveraged his innovative thinking to revolutionize industries like space exploration and electric cars. His company, SpaceX, has successfully launched numerous rockets into orbit, with some missions costing as little as $62 million, a fraction of what government-funded programs would spend. You have the same potential to disrupt and transform. Surprisingly, research has shown that quantum thinking can even improve your mental health, as it allows you to reframe challenges and find creative solutions. You can apply this mindset to any area of your life, from personal relationships to professional pursuits. So, take a moment to reflect on your goals and aspirations. What problems do you want to solve? How can you use your quantum mind to make a meaningful impact? The possibilities are endless, and it's up to you to tap into your full potential. With great power comes great responsibility, so what will you do with yours?